Hey Pisces. Well, actually, no, Crosswatchers of Pisces. Crosswatchers of Pisces. For those of you who don't know what cross-watching is, it's when you're dating a Pisces or a certain sign, not necessarily just Pisces, but you're dating a sign, or you have a crush on a sign, or an ex who's a certain sign, or somebody important to you, and you're curious what's going on with them, so you might be tempted to jump onto YouTube and start watching tarot readings for their sign to figure out what's going on with them. That's cross-watching. So I'm just cutting straight to the chase, and I am going ahead and doing a cross-watcher video for those of you who are curious about someone. This is for Pisces for the month of June 2019. Guys, I am not a tea spilling channel. I am not about spying. I'm not about any of that. My intention here is to access the information that's going to be in the best and highest good for everyone involved to know, especially for Pisces. What is going to bring about healing? What is going to bring about positive energy? That's what I want to access, and that's what I want to share with you. Okay, if you are a Pisces watching, okay, this might not be for you. You might want to stick to your weekly forecast. You might want to stick to your love reading for your sun, moon, or rising. This is for cross-watching. So you might not have a person cross-watching on this channel. Your person might not believe in tarot readings, and they might not be watching tarot videos, okay? So I just want to put that out there because this could be sometimes for a different kind of energy than if you're watching for yourself, okay? It could resonate. I've seen that too on other videos where people are like, oh yeah, this is exactly what's going on and I want my partner to know this. Again, guys, it's general readings, okay? So it'll resonate for some and maybe not for others, but let's see what Crosswatcher needs to know about their Pisces. So one. Oh, and at the end, I'm going to pull a card for a message from Pisces to you, okay? A message from Pisces to Crosswatcher. So we've got Ace of Wands coming up in the beginning part of the month here. Your Pisces is in this Ace of Wands energy. Your Pisces might be really hungry for a fresh start, right? But Ace of Wands, or the Wands cards in general, are about passion and communication. So some of you are dealing with the Pisces who might be in heat, okay? Like they're kind of like in heat, or they're wanting to have this passionate energy. Or if it's not that, and you know your Pisces better than anybody else, you know what your situation is, your Pisces may be really, really eager to bring in some fresh energy into their life, okay? Some of you may have a Pisces that you're keeping an eye on, that you're wanting to come back, and you may be getting word that they're kind of messing around with somebody new, or they have somebody new. But the fact that it's Ace of Wands, you guys, it's probably not going to be somebody who's going to last a super long time. Okay, so if you have like this thing where you're like, oh, I don't want Pisces to be with that person, I want them to be with me, or I want them to come around, come back around my way. Ace of Wands can sometimes be more of a physical thing. Now, I know some of you are already getting ready to type and you're already upset and you're like, I'm nobody's second choice, and if they're gonna be with that other person, they can forget about me. And that's all fine and dandy, guys. It's gonna be different for different ones of you. Some of you just have a Pisces who's really eager and really excited about new opportunities in life. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting a very strong feeling that some of you are dealing with a Pisces that's going back to school or returning to school, because again, they're very excited or passionate about some new beginning in their life. It may not even be sexual for some of you, but your Pisces may be getting like a second wind or getting their fire back after this time of like things being stagnant or things not moving forward for them. So if you're dealing with an energy where maybe there's a Pisces where you've been frustrated because you felt like they're not trying to make the relationship work, or they're not meeting their full potential in some way, they could have been depressed, they could have had a lot of stress or things going on, and as they're coming into June, there's a lot more excitement of just kind of taking the bull by the horns and making things happen, okay? Next, we have the Justice card. Now, guys, this is a Major Arcana card. The Major Arcana cards are the cards that have the Roman numerals. You see that Roman numeral 11 there? In my readings, and those of you who are regulars on my channel, you have heard me say this in the past, probably those of you who watch pretty regularly. When I'm doing a love reading or reading a situation between a couple of people and I have a Major Arcana card come up, it tells me two things. One, that there's a very strong past life connection here. There's a very strong soulmate connection here, and that you all made an agreement to meet in this lifetime. Okay, there was an agreement that you were going to come together because, second thing here too, you all have a contract with each other. And so there was going to be this reason that you were coming together. When we look at the Major Arcana card, it gives me the sense of the contract. And here we have the Justice card. So this is going to be about fairness. This is going to be about boundaries. This is about balancing the head with the heart. And this is about fairness, okay? Some of you may have a legal issue with this Pisces. Some of you may be considering going to court with this Pisces. But whatever the situation is you are going to be able to bring things around in your favor, or in a way where it's in the best interest of everyone involved, including Pisces, if you can go about this more logically and less emotionally. So if you feel like you've got an axe to grind with this Pisces, Pisces is already in positive energy. Pisces is already in that Ace of Wands. They have hope for their future. They're feeling like they're coming into their potential. So they're probably going to be more along the lines of wanting to have a resolution with you, especially if there is something here in terms of finances or something involved, right? In terms of like money or something like that. They are more optimistic and they're doing things to bring about their abundance, their creativity, their success. So if you can approach this in a more logical way and not from a sense of hurt feelings, you can have a really powerful, really strong agreement between the two of you. For some of you, this is just coming together with a soul contract and giving things. I'm hearing reconciliation, some kind of a reconciliation. Maybe you or maybe Pisces ran away from a difficult situation, or feelings or something got intense, and now you all are coming back together to see it through or to make it happen. Okay. Next we have Six of Swords, right? So that kind of falls in with reconciliation, because Six of Swords here is, you see how she's just like coming up for air. Six of Swords generally, traditionally in tarot, means leaving some kind of drama in the past and getting a fresh start. Okay, getting a fresh start. For me, sometimes Six of Swords can come up when there's a relocation happening, or the preparing for a relocation happening, okay? So there could be something like that. There could be a travel. It could just be more energetically where Pisces and you are deciding to leave the past in the past and just kind of come up for air here and allow yourselves to be away from toxic energy, away from drama, and just being able to focus on reestablishing or strengthening your current connection. All right, next here, we've got King of Pentacles, okay? So this could be you, my dears. This could be Crosswatcher. For whatever reason, I am feeling that. And I'll tell you why. That infinity symbol that's just kind of going up over their head is making me think of the connection here with the Justice card and that eternal energy, that past life energy, that contract energy. So King of Pentacles to me is a very stable card, and it has to do with creating opportunities, coming into abundance, coming into stability, growing roots, being established. You know, some of you might be dealing with a Pisces who's a little bit flighty, right? Or at least was in the past. And now they're coming into that Ace of Wands where they're feeling like they have control in their life. And they're coming into the Six of Swords and wanting to put the drama behind them and get a fresh start. So this connection with you, this union with you, you Crosswatcher might be rubbing off on Pisces and bringing in this very stable energy. Growing roots, being planted. Maybe, it's been difficult to have certain success, but King of Pentacles makes his own success. So you might be bringing that energy or that dynamic into this, where Pisces is learning from you, or vice versa. But, overall, I do feel there's some kind of offer coming, whether it's Pisces making an offer to you, or you making an offer to Pisces and wanting to, move this relationship along. Because for me, in my readings, King of Pentacles is a really big offer that sometimes we're afraid to take because it feels much bigger than what we were anticipating, or much bigger than what we were ready for, right? Or I take that back, much bigger than what we think that we're ready for. But that's the whole meaning with King of Pentacles in my readings, is that if you weren't ready for this big opportunity, or if you weren't ready for this big offer, then it wouldn't be here now. If it's here now, it's here because you're ready for it. Okay? And so for some of you, you might be discovering that Pisces feels for you much more strongly than you realized, or Pisces has plans for you in the future much more than you realized, or vice versa. You might be approaching Pisces with an offer and they had no idea that you felt that way. But, if you weren't ready for this offer, it wouldn't be here now. So this could be some kind of energy that you're bringing in to Pisces in terms of stability, coming out of that daydreamy energy and growing roots and just kind of bringing it back down to the everyday here and now, and having successes and making long-term plans and having this growth, having this abundance come in, getting over obstacles, resourcefulness, all of these wonderful things. I feel really strongly that a lot of you are dealing with a Pisces where their heart is in a really good place, but they haven't maybe had a lot of direction given to them growing up in life in terms of stability, or even career, or like finances, or handling money, or how to have a sense of stability in a home. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces that moved around a lot, right? Or went to a lot of different schools, or the family moved a lot. So they don't know how to stay put, right? But you're coming in with this King of Pentacles energy, so it's like, oh, okay, like they're learning how to stay put because of the connection with you, right? Again, that boundary kind of energy with the Justice card. So it could be something that's a boundary that you're laying down, that like, this is how it's gonna be, this is how people live their life. They kind of, maybe pick a place and they stay there. So again, I feel that some of you are dealing with a Pisces that's very flighty, right? But it's not because they don't care. It's because maybe they just haven't had a whole lot of stability in their younger years. And so you have this contract, you all are coming in together, they may be learning stability from you. And the funny thing is, Crosswatcher, I feel that many of you didn't have stability yourselves. And so when you got older, it was a very big deal for you, where you were like, oh heck no, I'm gonna have stability in my life. And you began to come into that energy, right? So you might relate to Pisces in that way. You might understand that this Pisces didn't have that kind of stability, but you learned from it, whereas they weren't really able to master it. But now this connection with you is helping them bring that stability into their life as well. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, Crosswatcher. We've got King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Perfect match. This is the King and the Queen of the same suit. Sweet, it's late. It's the same suit, right? It's the Pentacles. It's the masculine and the feminine energies coming together. And so I do feel, Crosswatcher, that Pisces and you are really coming into creating a home together. For me, the Pentacles are about making a home together, getting the finances in order, having stability, enjoying the finer things. It's also, to me, very earthy energy. So that sensuality, that warmth, that comfort, that sense of sanctuary, that physical comfort kind of energy is what you all are beginning to establish together. Okay, and those rabbits are jumping out at me, and sometimes rabbits can symbolize fear, but in this sense, in this situation, it's overcoming fears. There could even be like just the start of a family here. Okay, even if you're like past the age of children, or even if you're like, I don't want kids, it could just be some fur babies. It can be some puppies or some kitties or some bunnies like in the picture or whatever, but there's just this sense of being together and just cuddling and loving and sharing love, and love being multiplied, right? So just this abundance and this growth, and just like more and more and more, being created. Again, that infinite thing. Rabbits can breed like nobody's business. You put a couple of rabbits together and you're going to have 100 rabbits before you know it, right? And so with that infinity symbol over the King of Pentacles head as well, it's just expanding this constant flow that you all are coming into. So I do feel that many of you have some kind of like eternal love. Some contract is being fulfilled, and this is something that's going well into eternity. Some of you cross-watchers are dealing with a Pisces where it's been really off and on, or it's been really start and stop, and you're just realizing that, no, like, we're gonna do this for real. Like, this is it. This time it's for real. This time we're going to make it stick. This time we're going to make it work. But you might be the one who's stepping in and just kind of leading by example, if that makes any sense, cross-watcher. Again, it's going to be different for different ones of you. Let's see what message Pisces has for cross-watcher. What does Pisces want cross-watcher to know? What message does Pisces have for cross-watcher? What would Pisces like to say to cross-watcher? Okay. Oh my goodness, so here, look, there's a little family here. There's a little one. We talked about like a family, right? Looks like a family coming here together. But this is very interesting because it's a child, and this looks like a nun to me. And maybe like a priest, right? And a nun and priest traditionally wouldn't be together. They wouldn't have a child together. That would be scandalous, right? But this could be like just spiritual partners that are helping each other to grow, right? Coming into an energy of enlightenment and maybe raising an enlightened family. But let's see what the message is here. Pure love is like perfume of the rose, given to all. The sun does not care upon whom it shines. The quality of true love, of pure love, knows no such distinctions as wife or husband, son or daughter, father or mother. Right? So this is kind of like you're creating a family through love. It's not even about labels or things like that. So this is true love in its purest form. And in this card, it's being depicted in this way. This doesn't mean that you're going to have some nun and priest-like relationship with this person. It just means it's very pure at its very essence, as its very essence level. Very high vibrational, right? And like a real lasting love. Some of you may even be adopting, right? Adopting or fostering animals, or volunteering together, or doing some kind of outreach. And there's just this sense of family in that way. But I am getting a very strong sense of home and a very strong sense of family. All right, what would be beneficial for cross-watcher to express to Pisces? What would be very beneficial for cross-watcher to express to Pisces? What would be very beneficial for cross-watcher to express to Pisces? Okay. So here we've got, again, I'll read you the message on the back, but it looks like there's just some very openness here to me. Just kind of like, here we are. out in the open. You know, her body language is very open. She's listening, receiving what he has to say. He's really stepping forward. His arms are open. He's coming to her very open. I just feel a lot of openness here, like it's just all out on the table. But let's see. Some people come into our lives and quickly go. Others stay for a while, leave footprints on our hearts, and we are never ever the same again. So I think this person needs to be reassured of how you feel, or that you see them as a special person, or that you see worth in them, or that you remember them, right? Again, a lot of this reading was about how maybe this is somebody where things have been up and down, or on again, off again, or hot and cold, and you're realizing that, you know what, we're just going to do this. And that's very much the message here. It's like, okay, we've had this in and out, right? But like, you know, like we're not going to be the same after having met each other. It's this realization of this connection and being open about it, being honest about it, accepting it. Okay, check out your love reading for June. It's going to be up in a couple of days. That's going to bring a lot more information for you. So if you hit subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notice when the love videos are up. And guys, I don't just do love readings. I know that love is an important topic for many people. That's why I do the videos. But every week I do a forecast for each zodiac sign where I cover money, career, spirituality, family life, all that really super important stuff. I know love's important to a lot of people, but there's a lot of other really important areas of life. So be sure you check out the weekly forecasts as well. The forecasts for next week are going to be posted over the weekend, the next couple of days. And then also the love readings for June will be up soon as well. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for being here. Wishing you all the best.